today is a bonus episode for a potential new series that I'm considering. Now, I've been looking over my gamer score, and I've decided that given how long I've had Xbox Live for, which is around the 12-year mark, I believe, I have a very, very low gamer score of 78,260. Now, the reason behind that is for the majority of my gaming years, I've spent a lot of the time playing either other systems or playing mainly multiplayer on COD, so obviously you don't build massive amounts of gamer score on that. So I decided to sort of try and boost my gamer score whilst getting through some of my backlog, some of my Game Pass games. And with that, I've come up with this series of this week I have been mostly playing. So what I aim to do is to pick a few games out to play for the coming week, play as many as I can, do some recording of the games, show some of the achievements popping probably, and try and at least get as many of the achievements as I can, if I can actually get the full achievement list. So for sort of the coming week, let's address the video that you're watching at the moment. So the reason that I've got Lego Harry Potter, the remastered series on, is because that's what I've been mostly playing this week. I decided to I bought it for my fiance for the Switch, and I decided to bust it out for the Xbox as well. I also have it on PlayStation 4, mainly because I know that it's easy to get some trophies on it. This may well go from being just a gamer score to sort of a potential just achievement hunting overall, so trophies and achievements on Xbox. So the games that I have actually chosen for this week are all Game Pass games. Looking through the Game Pass games, I think these are probably the ones that are going to be the shortest but easiest for me to get the achievements on. The first one of those, the games, is Tell Me Why. Tell Me Why has a potential of 1500 gamer score, and it's produced by a company called Dotnod, not a company I know much about. They're the dev, and it was published by Microsoft Studios. It's an adventure game in the Telltale style, where essentially your choices make a difference as to what you get in the game. Next up is a strange looking, well, there's a couple of strange looking games on this. It's not one that I would probably generally pick up and play, but it looks like it should be a relatively straightforward to get the achievements on. Again, potential for 1500 gamer score. The game is Tracks, the train set game. The dev for that is Whoop Group. I've never heard of them, and the publisher is Excalibur Games. It's essentially a sandbox game where you build wooden train tracks. Very colourful, very bright. Wouldn't be, as I say, something I would normally pick up to play, but I think what I'm hoping for from this series is it lets me discover new IP as well, and hopefully it allows you guys to see some newer games that you may well want to try and pick up and play. The third game on the list is a game called Tacoma. Now, it has 1,000 gamer score. I don't really know much about it. It's an exploration game and makes use of AR based on what I've read about it. It's developed and published by Fulbright. Again, it's not something I would generally probably pick up and play, but it seems like it's good for the gamer score. Next up, we have Untitled Goose Game. Now, I've played a little bit of this. I think I played the first level of it, and I believe I popped one achievement on it. Again, it's 1,000 gamer score, developed by House and published by Panic Inc. It's a puzzle stealth game where you play as a goose, essentially, um, and you've got to go around and solve the puzzles as this goose. I've heard people talking about it. I've seen people say that it's relatively straightforward to play and relatively straightforward to get the achievements from. As I say, I played I think the first level and got an achievement on there, so I'm gonna try and max it out. Uh, Another sort of adventure series, this time actually by Telltale Games, is The Walking Dead Michonne. I played a couple of games in the Walking Dead series, and I've not played the Michonne one. Again, 1,000 gamer score for this. You know, it's an adventure game again where your choices affect your progression. Whether I'll get the full score on all of these is I'm not sure. Whether I'll have the time to kind of play them, because I'm still working from home, so next up is a game I've actually completed in terms of getting through all of the story, but I haven't actually popped many of the achievements on it. So there must be achievements that you have to do certain things in certain orders to do, and that game is What Remains of Edith Finch. Again, it's another adventure puzzle type game in the first person style. It's developed by Giant Sparrow, who I hadn't heard of, and published by Annapurna Interactive. Now, I had heard of Annapurna, but I can't even remember what games they actually published that sit in my head as me having heard of them. Again, it's got 1,000 gamer score. I think again similar to the Untitled the Untitled Goose game. I've popped one achievement on it, I believe. So I think it's something like 12 or the 14 achievements. I think I popped one of them. I'm going to try and go back and get the rest of the achievements. The final game on the list is a game called Pikuniku. I think that's how you say it. It's a puzzle exploration game. Again, I know nothing about it. It was developed in France by several developers: Sector Dub, Arnaud de Bock, Callum Bowen, Remy Fucadel, Alan Corney, and was published by Devolver. So that's the list of games that I'm going to try and get through, hopefully. Those games, I'll try and capture as much footage as you can of me playing where I can, and popping the achievements, and we'll see where I can get to. By my reckoning, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,000. Sorry, Pikuniku has 1,000 gamer score as well, so it's 8,000 gamer score I can add to my 78,000. Let's round it down. That should then take me to 86,000, assuming I can complete those. My aim is to probably try and hit maybe 100,000 gamer score, maybe by the end of the year, and take it from there into the new year. See where I can get to. But as I say, this was just a bonus episode, just to give you an insight into the series I'm planning. We'll see how it goes. People might like it, people might hate it. I'm trying to put stuff out that the people that watch the channel will enjoy. All I can say is thank you for watching. If you have liked what you've seen, please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, and also any ideas, any games that people think that they'd like to see me try and boost the gamer score on, put them in the comments. I'll have a look into them, see if I own them. If I do, I'll definitely try and fit them in somewhere. What I don't want to be doing is trying to take kind of one of the larger games, so let's say a Red Dead or a Final Fantasy, and try to get all the achievements on that. Those games are sort of like 40, 50 plus, even more than that, hours games. I want to try and fit in some smaller games that I can get the gamer score on, and capture the footage so that you guys can see it. So yeah, that is the kind of end of the video. As I say, if you've enjoyed what you've listened to, please subscribe. If you would like to, hit me up with a like, hit me up with a comment, please do. I've been the Ink Northerner, and I will catch you on the next one.